Hey everyone, Neil Carlson here. A little more on this Polk County wildfire that kind of flared up again this evening. Some on Highway 2 here. From where we were most of the day, the wildfire then moved east and got going again here pretty good. It's down to the south of Highway 2 here.
The guy's name would be John.
Just hang with me a second. I'm just listening to a couple conversations here. What's going on?
Copy that. 61J, this first again. Hold on 1 second, Bruce.
All right, this is the intersection of Highway 2 and 32. Highway 2 is again blocked here. To the south of here is the problem, south and east of here. If you looked at our earlier story, I showed you had tankers. There's one up in the air there off on the horizon. You may see blinking lights. But tanker planes dropping retardant and water, and also at least one helicopter on the scene. I can go that way? All right. Maybe we'll get a little closer to some things down here. We couldn't go south before on 32. See a little bit of this down here. Got a tanker plane just off to the left. You'll see it here. It's coming up on the horizon. There, it's going across the screen right now. We got a tanker plane. They've been filling up at Maple Lake, which is nearby. Not sure where it's headed. They were dropping water on a farmstead right around here for quite a while. Turn off on the approach here, and you'll see some of the smoke and fires back off to the west here. We're just at about sunset here, so things are going to get pretty hard to see.
And do you just want us to meet you at Mentor?
You can see that tanker plane going off in the horizon there. In the upper left third of your screen.
Copy that.
Again, that's been filling up at Maple Lake, which is nearby. Okay, on my last story, I told you about some evacuations by Mentor. I think there's been about 2 evacuations by Mentor. One was an elderly woman, and one may have had a medical issue, a little tough for them to get around. But no word yet on whether any structures were lost in these fires. There's kind of spotty fires all over the place here. We're going to back up and go a bit south again.
Leaning poles along too. Yep, they are en route. Should be there shortly.
One of the things they're talking about right now is by the Bradford Farm. They had a bunch of hay bales on fire, and a bulldozer brought in to try to blacken the dirt around that, and some power poles on fire. Right now I'm going south on Highway 32. This would go to Fertile. It's just a quick chat with a guy over in Bemidji. They're seeing the smoke over there. So.
Holcomb just called, and he's got a tree on fire. He's
All right, it sounds like there's kind of spotty little things all over now.
10-4.
When I was up on a hill away, if you look off in the horizon, you can see several miles away. It's kind of strange how they all started, but it seems like they're kind of in different areas. So.
10-4, this is Fertile J. We're there. We'll put it out.
It's very dry out. One good thing now, the wind is dying down.
G, Victor. Go ahead. We do have an engine sitting available. That was with Kirsten Fire at 150. If you want them to come back to the fire hall to restage, or you want them to go anywhere, they're good to go. I'll get back, yeah.
And it sounded like a lot of the firefighters now kind of staging in Mentor at the fire hall. Maybe some get a break and something to eat as they kind of get a handle on where everything is. You can see all the burnt ground around here. It's off your screen, but over to the west of me, screen right, is a tanker flying. I pull over to give you a shot of him dropping something, but I don't know if he's going to again. Just kind of circling. So we've got several miles coming from the west to the east here, so we have hundreds of acres that burned. This is the Glacial Ridge wildlife. Winger Fire Department tanker truck hauling more water.
Back out at the house.
So I wasn't able to go over to Mentor on Highway 2. They had it blocked off. More smoke in the horizon off to the west here. That was from earlier today. I guess we'll just see what we can see. I'll look back to the east here. More blackened fields. We got hundreds of acres. I can't give you a shot straight to the west here, but there's still flames going across one field here. Now, we haven't been able to have a one-on-one conversation with a fire official yet, but more radio traffic indicated someone may have lost hurt or lost a finger today in some type of accident. We got a fire crew out here, or power company. I think they had some problems with power poles. No, they're not going to let me. This road's blocked too. Was going to maybe try to get over to Maple Lake. But that's not going to happen. Yeah, 45 is closed. So, It feels like once again they just about have things wrapped up. So we thought last time, and pops up again. We have an approach here. I'll show you off to the west. There's flames coming across a field here yet, but this is kind of all hemmed in by blacktop and gravel roads. And there's a tanker circling. Let's see if I can. Yeah. There goes the tanker by there. It's hard to focus on it. And straight off to the west there, and a little bit hard to see now, but where that smoke is, just to the left of it, there's some flames right above the horizon there. So, no official word yet on how this all started. I've heard lots of different stories. I think we'll save that until we get the official one here. Alright, heading back north again on Highway 32 up to 2. A few minutes, we're not going to be able to show you too much more anyway, it'll be dark. So, busy day, fire departments from all over the region down here. Just heard him talking about a guy from New Fulton who was willing to bring his D8 cat down to move some dirt and create fire lines. But at this point, I still get the feeling again that they've got a pretty good handle on things now. Just hearing some spotty calls now and then that little small fires popping up or little incidents.
I'm on 130 right now.
Blackened roads. Still see a little some fires going out in the fields here. The power company guys. Red Lake Electric.
61J, this is Metro Base. Go ahead. Law enforcement is wondering, is there any reason that we need to keep County 45 shut down, or can we open that back up? And also the cat's on the way.
As you just heard there,
Dead board on the cat. I guess I'm not sure about 45. I'm on at Bradford. I would say it can be open. Is there anybody, any fire units along County Road 45? There's good fire. We had just come down there for Mentor. It says it's clear, smoke free. Dead board, thanks, there's good fire. Yeah, Bruce, shouldn't have the whole 45 will close. Can open it up.
well, that's the road we just went by a few miles back. see if they opened up Highway 2 up here yet. Again, we're going, if you're familiar with this area, we're going north on 32. Highway 2 is ahead of me. Showed you a little bit earlier in the last story I did, a tanker and a helicopter going over a farmstead, dropping retardant, fire retardant in water. So busy day for lots of firefighters and volunteer firefighters in Polk County, Minnesota. Red flag warning was already posted for it today. They put that out yesterday. So at this point, we probably won't have a lot of information on whether or not any structures were lost until tomorrow. Heard a little radio traffic earlier. Some of them were being told to go get some food in Mentor at the fire hall. Now the Salvation Army was pulling in there. I drive over there, but I think the highway is still closed to go east on Highway 2 here, so.
Shift. Do what they're doing it for.
Well, Highway 2 is still blocked, so.
Go ahead. Just had a report west of 32, between the railroad tracks and County 45, heading west.
Hey, just gonna go back west again?
Yep, you can go that
Yeah,
way. Just
okay.
fine.
All right. So going back this way, it's kind of where all this started, back here west of here earlier this afternoon. And it's not showing up on camera very good yet, but there's still some flames back there along the railroad tracks on the EP in the far left side of your screen. But
Boston Fire, this is Mentor Fire, you copy? Yeah, go ahead. base with Eric Marcus, Fish and Wildlife, and I believe all structures are safe, so if you guys want to head back.
Okay, it sounds like a lot of it's
All right, thanks.
wrapping up. They got to do some mop up. They're getting calls at different places now and then for little incidents, but good thing here is the wind died down, and in a bit we won't be able to show you anything anyway. So we'll have more on all this tomorrow, kind of a little wrap up, because I'm not positive whether or not any structures were lost and if there were any injuries, so on and so forth, and exactly how this started. So, in Polk County, Minnesota, I'm Neil Carlson reporting for iNewZ.TV.